Sorry for late. Am I audible and visible properly? Just let me know within 5 minutes and after 5 minutes how many people are watching. Okay? So one right now. Sorry guys for being late. Shravana is saying good evening. Shravana, good evening. How many people joined? It's me actually, the other one. Okay, should we start or let people join? I should start. Just let me know after 5 minutes. Okay. Yep. Okay, guys. So, welcome. After a long time, we are doing live. It's because I was a little bit busy with my college work. I hope you are following my shorts and the channel. Actually, we just launched a new website. You can get the link on the in the channel where the other links are available, and I will put the link in the description also of this live. Okay. So it's written clearly that we are going to talk about international relations and geopolitics, but everyone knows that we are going to talk about the Trump tariffs. Yeah, this man, this orange-headed man, it's just crazy. When his term started, everyone assumed that he will be the most pro-India US president of this century, maybe. But now it's turning that Donald Trump is going to be the most anti-India president. The people are saying this. And first couple of months when we got the news that US is going to put tariffs on India, we were a little bit shocked, a little bit worried about our economy. But now it became a war. The first trade war between India and USA maybe. But now if you look at it, what is a war? A war is when two countries or multiple countries are throwing weapons at each other. But here, only one country is throwing tariffs to another country, and it's USA. If you look at the trade war, which I covered in my previous video also, in my previous live, the trade war 2.0 between USA and China was actually 2.0 or 1.0. Both of them were both sided. Like US was throwing tariffs at China and China was reciprocating it. Here what is happening, the only side US under Donald Trump is throwing tariffs at India. We are not throwing any kind of tariffs. We are just monitoring the situation. India doesn't actually throw that much tariff. We stick what we have historically put as tariffs. Now, in case of USA, it's a very close friend of us. It's a democratic partner. Our values are same. Our countries shares similar interest. So China and unlike China and Russia, which are not democracy, even though they claim to be. But US is, I think, a lot closer to us in terms of values. But in one of my very earlier shorts, I think it was last year or the year before that, uh, I used this term also. I one of in one of my videos, in my one of my long videos. Uh, it was, I think, about, yeah, that video in uh, about China's US's foreign policy, the five things US's foreign policy does. In that video, if you look at the last part, you will find that I used a line: never trust China and USA, because you never know when an anti-India president or leader will come up there. So that is what happened, and actually, no one uh, actually, you know, expected this from Donald Trump, but he did what he did. Okay, so he first put 25% tariff for purchasing Russian oil on India, and he gave 90 days span to China after their trade war 2.0. I made a live on that also. They gave 90 days span to China, and in between that, they put tariffs on India, 25%, firstly, for purchasing Russian oil. Now, their problem is, we are purchasing Russian oil and then we are sending it to our refineries, and they are refining that crude oil into oil products like petroleum or diesel, and that is going to be end in Europe and USA. If you look at India's income in the last year also, it was mostly from the refined oil products. The biggest share of India's export is from the refined oil products. So Europe and US got a little bit worried about that, because they are, according to them, purchasing Russian oil is funding the war in Ukraine. If that is the case, then US is still purchasing uranium from Russia. The Europe is the still largest buyer of LNG from Russia. And if they are putting 25% tariff on India, why they are giving 90 days break to China when they are the largest crude oil purchaser from Russia? So these are some questions which US have to, or the US administration, the Trump administration have to address. Yeah. Anything? What? Dishant Gori, you still prefer US, not China? Okay. What happens is that both of them are not reliable partners. We can't call them partners actually. Yes, in terms of US, many Indian leaders have used the word partner, but you know what? In diplomacy, we don't have any permanent partners, any permanent enemies. We just have interest. So preferring US in terms of, yeah, you can do business with them. We also do business with China. And if you see, currently US is the largest trading partner of India, but for a very long time, it was China. So, yeah, what happens in these trade, which doesn't come out as numbers, that India sells more to US and less to China. So we are in trade deficit when we are selling or trading with China, unless unlike when we are trading with USA, we are enjoying a trade surplus. But if the trade, when you are saying you are preferring US, it means you are ready to sell products without no means ignoring the 25%, actually now 50% tariffs of US. Just think about it. A t-shirt, a t-shirt of any company that is made in India, which was costing around 100 rupees, let's say, in or 100 rupees in USA, and the same product, the same t-shirt made in Bangladesh or made in Pakistan or made in Vietnam. Let's take Vietnam, because Pakistan and Bangladesh are not giving us any competition in terms of manufacturing or textile. Bangladesh textile sector is dead right now. Let's take Vietnam. We are facing 50% tariff. Vietnam is facing 20% tariff. Now, if you still prefer US, you will go and sell that 100 rupees t-shirt in US at the price of 150 rupees, because there are 50% tariff. Obviously, there are more inclusions, profit margins, many more things. But I'm giving you a rough. You will have to sell it at 150 rupees. But in case of Vietnam, they will be able to sell it in 120 rupees. Now, become the customer. Which one will you purchase? The 150 rupees one or the 120 rupees one? The choice is simple, right? So even if it's a golden rule of geopolitics. You can't trust China or USA both. Yeah. My credibility. Okay, let's see. Wait a moment. Just wait a moment, Sumaya. Let me show you. Just stick here. You see this? This is around 600 pages. Okay? Just see this. Okay? I'm very happy, Sumaya, you asked about my credibility, because there should be one. Those were 600 pages, and you can see here is the stack of my books. These are all law books, and here I have my geopolitical books. Actually, I don't read that much. I actually do prefer listening to audiobooks and following the current news. If you want my credibility, this is I don't have any formal degree. I did some courses, but those are just for certificates, nothing else. If you want credibility, you can check my videos on my channel, and if you found it credible enough, informative enough, you can rely on me. Otherwise, I won't force anyone. Don't worry. It's up to you. I have shown you everything I have. And I have an experience of how many? The channel crossed 2 years this 19th August. So yeah, this is what I have. So where are we? Okay, that was the economic side of the tariffs. Now let's come to the geopolitical side. After the Operation Sindoor, what is the watching count? Okay. After the Operation Sindoor, Donald Trump, we all have said, we have all seen that Donald Trump continuously repeated one thing, that he brokered the ceasefire. And I was watching one of his interview. I think it was 2 days ago. I don't remember the channel. I think it was on CNN. I forgot the channel name, or MSNB. Um, he was saying that he called PM Modi during the Operation Sindoor, when he saw that 7 jets were shot down. He called PM Modi and he said that he also said PM Modi is a terrific person and his friend, all of this which he obviously says. And he called PM Modi and he said that we are not going to do a trade deal with you unless you go take the path of peace. Now, if you are following the Ministry of External Affairs website or Ministry of External Affairs YouTube channel, you can find Ministry of External Affairs way before, during the Operation Sindoor, when it was ended, around the at the first meeting after the operation was ended. Ministry of External Affairs made it clear that no phone call were conducted between Donald Trump and PM Modi. The only phone call that came from USA was from Vice President J.D. Vance to PM Modi. And at that time, Dr. Jaishankar and NSA Ajit Doval and the all 3 chiefs of our army were present in the room. Okay, so these are just votes and vote bank politics of USA, of Donald Trump. Okay, let's take the question first. Let me become the Prime Minister. Suma, let me become the Prime Minister. No, I won't take a political side. I won't take a political side. If you say individual, then I am ready to become the Prime Minister of India, even though I am underaged. It takes 25 years. Who wants samosas? This is a geopolitical live stream, Nihan. You are at the wrong place. You need some snacks? Ask your mom. She will give you snacks. Eat and watch the live session. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, so sorry, Sumaya, I can't take any political stance on live. Okay, guys, you can join my WhatsApp and other social media channels. I have the website also. You can join that. Description is in the channel's link section. Okay, that was it. And in case of, let's take China. How did these geopolitical events unfold? If you look at that, you will see a pattern. Okay, from the month of March, you will see that India-China relations started to grow a little bit close, a little bit many developments happened, like the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra starting again, or the Ajit Doval visited China. After that, Dr. Jaishankar visited China. Defense Minister visited China, even though Defense Minister's meeting was a little bit heated. India didn't sign the MOU. India didn't sign the joint statement of SCO Defense Minister meeting during that visit of Rajnath Singh. Now, if you look at that, and now you come to August, just 2 days ago, an Indian official, government official, he didn't revealed his name. He says that Xi Jinping in March wrote a secret letter to the president of India stating that India and China now needs to restore their relationship. Now remember, this is the relationship which was destroyed, which was absolutely eliminated by China itself by doing the Galwan in 2020. Xi Jinping himself wrote a letter to the Indian president to restore it. Okay? I am continuously saying, don't see it as a very good gesture. Xi Jinping, like overnight, Xi Jinping became a very good person. Okay, he is working for his own interest. He did this. PM Modi, Dr. Jaishankar, both were aware of this letter, and they took time. The Indian leadership took time. In the month of June, we decided that we will slowly restore the relationship, because at that time, in June, at that time, the tariffs of Donald Trump were started to come down hard on India. In that case, China wanted to take India and stand in front of the US hegemony. Before India, China was China had a partnership with Japan and South Korea as an East Asian bloc to stand in front of Trump tariffs. They also invited India, but India didn't join. But now it seems that India is ready, because PM Modi yesterday went to Japan, and today he is right now, I think he has landed or not. I think he has landed in China. Just let me check once. Who? Yeah, what is the comment? What should I say? If you don't find me incompetent, if you don't find me incompetent, don't watch it. Don't worry. If you don't find me competent, just leave the session. No issue. Okay. I don't think he has landed yet in China. No, he haven't. Let me just check his Twitter account first. Yeah, listening. Why PM? what was the name of the? Yeah. What? Doom Dog Gaming. PM refused to visit. Went to? Okay. PM didn't went to Canada, USA after visiting Canada, because what do you want? He invited that number one Asim Munir at that time in USA. Did you wanted Asim Munir and PM Modi standing at the same stage in front of Donald Trump and proving Donald Trump's statement that he brokered peace between India and Pakistan? You wanted that to happen? Of course not. Right? That was not acceptable. Donald Trump, he invited Asim Munir. He did lunch with him. Again, invited him after 2 months, actually 2 weeks, and giving military honor. The uh, Central Command, CENTCOM chief was having lunch with Asim Munir. What do you want to PM Modi to do that? And haven't you seen the last 2 days ago, what picture came out from White House? Donald Trump was sitting at his throne, on his throne, and whole European bloc, including Giorgia Meloni, Emmanuel Macron, the Germany's chancellor, European Union's president, everyone is sitting in front of him like officers, low-level officers taking command from a high-level officer. This is what you want to do, PM Modi to do? Of course not. That was the question of dignity for our country. We don't want to handshake with a theocratic state's army chief, with whom we had just had an operation, who openly supports terrorists and sent terrorists inside India, who are practicing cross-border terrorism against India. You want to handshake with them in USA, on the soil of USA, who are giving nuclear threats to India on the soil of USA, and the US leadership is sitting there watching everything happening. And this same US calls India a partner and asks us to not to buy Russian oil because it will fund the Ukraine war. Who was funding the Pakistani war against Bangladesh, genocide of Pakistan in 1971 in Bangladesh? Was it Russia? I don't think so. It was the West, US and UK. That was unacceptable, brother. PM Modi's visit to US from Canada, that was unacceptable. Anything else? He haven't landed. But why? Why is it taking so long for him to land? Just a second. I'm checking PM Modi's X account if he has landed in China. It seems he's still in Japan. What is this? No, he landed in China. So PM Modi landed in China 5 hours ago. Okay. And he is meeting the Chinese people there. I think he haven't delivered any speech. Okay, we will be having a very good picture coming out of SCO, where you will see Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, and PM Modi sharing the same stage. Nightmare for the West. It is the nightmare for the West. Okay, let's continue. So after Operation Sindoor, that was the state of Donald Trump. He wanted the full credit, and Minister of External Affairs, as I said, denied everything. Now, why did he do this? Obviously, because of a Nobel Peace Prize. He has a different romantic story with the Nobel Peace Prize. He wants to become like Barack Obama. Okay, and after that, he obviously raised the tariffs to 50%, and China is supporting India. Okay, now China, why China is supporting India? I told you that in March, a secret letter was sent by Xi Jinping, and PM Modi assertively answered it in June. US President yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, he said that he will put 200% tariff on China if China doesn't send magnets to USA. Now, magnets are very important for various industries, and China is a very big producer of magnets. If after this 90 days, and Trump's 90 days means it could be 85 days or it could be 80 days also. So after this 90 days exceeds, what will happen to China? China will face the same tariffs. That is why China is becoming so humble. After European Union banned or sanctioned that Gujarat refinery, the Naira refinery, China accepted to buy that, or to buy oil from Naira, and that was very, very much needed for that refinery at that time, and it was very helpful to India. So these were the situation. You have to play with the situation in diplomacy, in geopolitics, in global politics, because no one will be like, right now PM Modi is shaking hands with Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin. Who knows? Tomorrow you will wake up and see that Doklam is gone. Overnight, China have taken control of Doklam or Nathula. They have opened trade. They have opened trade on various places like Lipu Lake, Doklam, not Doklam, Nathula, and in Uttarakhand. Can you mute, please? Can you mute, please? Can you mute yourself, please? Can you mute yourself, please? Can you mute yourself, please? Okay. Can you mute yourself, please? Thank you. Okay. India obviously needs fresh voices in geopolitics. Yes, I agree with you, brother. Who is that? Sufal Rathore. I agree with you. India needs fresh voices. And we are doing that. Don't worry. The numbers of IFS officers are growing. But I have a thought that there should be a different exam from UPSC for the Indian Foreign Service, because that service needs a different mindset, a different skill set. So government should look at that. Okay, so that was China's interest. China wants, right now he wants a partner to counter USA, right? And that partner, who can be better than India? So they are doing that for their own interest. You can see the Global Times, the mouthpiece of the Communist Party of China, which was very infamous for writing anti-India statements, writing anti-India articles. You have seen wrote an article on Dr. Jaishankar, how he is impacting India and China relations. Now, that same Global Times yesterday wrote that China and India are the two twin engines of Asia's growth, and that is because recently the numbers of the quarterly GDP growth came out. India grew 7.8% in the last quarter, and the first quarter of this year, and that was way ahead of the all predictions. Everyone predicted 6.8 to 7%. India exceeded that. Even though it happens that the first quarter the country performs better, then the growth rate goes down, and the tariffs of US just took place yesterday, so it's going to affect the next quarters, the second or third quarter of GDP growth rate. The first quarter won't reflect the actual picture which is going in the country right now. You will get that in December or January, in the second and third, when the second and third quarters numbers come out. Right now it's good thing to enjoy, but we need to work hard, purchase make in India products as much as you can, even if it's a little bit expensive than the other ones. Try to do it. I'm not asking you to overpay for anything, but if you can, go with the make in India products. China is unpredictable. Yes, Sufil, China is unpredictable. US is also unpredictable. The only predictable thing in geopolitics is unpredictability. You never know what happens. Anything. They can capture Doklam yesterday, tomorrow, if they want. And what will you do? And now India is facing a forefront problem. You if you can notice, China and Pakistan were the two fronts. Bangladesh is now the new one, and another one which can be little bit problematic, that is Nepal. Nepal is objecting very much against the Lipu Lake and Kalapani sector. That is a different story. I'll have to make a video on that also. Okay, let's move on. And then we come to the GDP numbers came out, and India and China are the twin engines of Asia's growth, but China grew around, I think, 5.9% this quarter, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was 5.9% or 5.2%. I don't recall it. US grew by 3%. Vietnam grew by 6.9%. These were the growth rates of countries. India is way ahead. China wants India's support. Russia wants India's support. That is why Russia is offering 5% discount, additional discount for India to purchase Russian oil after the tariffs by US. And the whole Trump administration is frustrated about that. Take anyone, Scott Bessent, Marco Rubio, you take the Donald Trump himself, his advisors, everyone is frustrated just because India is purchasing Russian oil. And I'm saying you this. I'm saying you this thing. They are not frustrated because India is purchasing Russian oil. This is not the only reason. US wants India to give them access to our agricultural market. If we give the access to our agricultural market, US companies will flood it. US companies have very large amount of funds, so they can give very much discounts, and in that case our farmers will suffer. Our farmers will suffer a lot. That is why Prime Minister said that we will hold the backs of our farmers. And that is not going to be. Then that is not going to happen. Trump can try, but India should not uh, bow down in front of USA. Never, never. We should not. If we do, you will see the bad impact of it. Things will become pretty much like so much expensive. Our farmers, this you will see farmers suiciding every day just because US companies. The dairy sector is well protected because of Amul and the other players, but the farming sector, the agricultural sector, will not survive if we open up the uh, economy or the sector for US. Okay, that was it. I think anyone has any questions? Let's do a quick Q&A session if anyone has anything to say or ask. Anyone? You can hear me? Yeah. Yeah. अर्घो घोष अगे भाई या भाई या भाई 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 अर्घो घोष joined. Hi Argho, thank you for joining. Aditya Sharma, I am from West Bengal. I live in the outskirts of Kolkata. The place I live, it called Kanchrapada. I don't think you will heard about it. Anyone? Viewers? Viewers. Count. Okay. Went down. Why? Yeah. Yeah. Do I look like I study in school, Aditya? Do I really look like I study in school? I appreciate your comment for yeah, I appreciate your comment for making me a little bit younger. No, I don't study in any standards. I am attending my BLLB degree in Department of Law. I am in my 4th year. I attended Department of Law, Calcutta University. That is it. What is the time? Oh, let's do 7 minutes more. Let's do 7 minutes more. Wait for people. Anyone else has any comments or any questions? Open to questions right now. You can ask any question. Appropriate questions. I'm seeing many inappropriate comments. Yeah. Okay. Any people watching? Argo, Messi or Ronaldo? Neymar Jr. Thoughts about China and India. I am India, India is in me, and China, neighbor, extremist. Acha, okay, coming together. India and China coming together. Looks very good for this time, but I need to have a fourth eye or third eye behind my back while dealing with China. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They have lost their, you know, trustability way before in 1962. I don't trust them. It currently it seems good because of Donald Trump, but otherwise, if Donald Trump wasn't the president of US, you never have seen these scenes. It's very historic. Just don't sleep tonight and watch the SCO meeting, SCO Summit. Yeah. Sufal, North Korea is. We had an embassy in North Korea. We helped them during a tsunami. After that, the relationship was actually you will be shocked. In 2004, when the tsunami hit in the Indian Ocean, North Korea sent around 30 lakh Indian rupees, I think, if I'm not wrong. I don't remember the number. 10 or 30 lakh Indian rupees. Can you imagine that? So North Korea is a bit tricky. I don't think we don't have relations, but even we do, it's very, very not that important. North Korea is not that important. Just another theocratic state, and also the Pakistan angle comes into play, like, because North Korea's nuclear power, everyone knows where it came from. Pakistani nuclear scientists gave it away just for some considerations like money and some other things. So North Korea, I would not recommend doing business or doing thing with North Korea. Yeah, unpredictable, because it might get us a little bit in trouble. You can see we are trading with Russia, and West is saying so much. If we do trade with North Korea in that at that level, US will break out, like they will hold our collars like this. Why are you doing this? Even though Donald Trump is saying that he will visit North Korea, and Trump Tower is going to get situated in North Korea. Those are just publicity stunts. Anything? Good night, Aditya. Okay, let's then end the session here. I'll give you just 2 more minutes if anyone has any questions. Anyone? Anything. You can go for anything. Hi, Buzz on Reels. Buzz on Reels, you are just late. The session is ending. If you have questions, you can ask. Welcome, Yorick. Yorick, nice name. Straight came out from William Shakespeare. Nice. Okay, you guys can, after I upload this live session, you guys can comment about your thoughts, which I have discussed in this session, and you guys can add on that also. I would like to read your comments also. And if any comment details about anything and any appropriate topic, I will give it a hard heart. Okay, so it's 10 p.m. Let's end the session. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining, and I will try to make another live in a short time. Okay. Thank you for joining, and do subscribe and like the session also.